Hello and welcome back to Dark Souls. We are in the painted world of Ariamis today. One of the very best levels in the entire game, and this was I think this was the very first level that they created, the kind of like a prototype for the game a little bit. And they created the level, and they liked it so much that they wanted to include it in the game. And even though it kind of doesn't fit all that well into the game, but they made it work really well. I have to say. I'm really impressed about this area in particular. I'm gonna go ahead and kindle this bonfire. I definitely like the extra the extra estus in this area, just so that we get a little bit more of a easier time, and we can go at our own pace in here. Do I have any twins? Yeah, we have a twin. Let's use a twin so we get a little bit better drop rate. So as it stands, the painted world is a place where the gods hid away things that they don't want in the normal world. And we're gonna see many things alluding to that. We do wanna have... We're actually gonna get use of the charcoal pine resin in this area as well. That you may or may not remember that we bought in the very beginning of this playthrough. They're gonna be very useful, because coming here with either some of those or a fire weapon, and a fire weapon could be maybe Quaylog's Fury Sword, for example, or just a normal weapon upgraded in the fire path. Well, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this with the throwing knife. Oh, I did. Okay. You don't really have to do that. You can just run around the upstairs way later on and cut it down with melee. But we did this with the throwing knife. It works fairly well. So just want to go through this kind of area nice and easy, because there's a lot of small enemies, but... And then we have those dudes. And these guys are the whole reason that you would want to come here with a fire weapon or the charcoal pine resin. Because if you kill these guys, they leave a toxic mist around them. But if you kill them with a fire weapon, then there's no toxic. The toxicity is completely removed by the fire. And I kind of want to move over here real quick so that I can get as many of these guys as possible while the pine resin is active. We get those, and I think that is... I think that's the ones that I want to get with this right now. So let's just go back and down here is where we started, and instead of going up there, we can go up this way. And over there you can see crow. Well, a real crow and a crow lady. Well, not really lady either. It's just like a more of a humanoid crow, I guess. The crows, as we know and have discussed about before, is very symbolic to Velka, and we see a whole bunch of these real crows and the more humanoid crows. We go here and pick this up. I thought that was... There we go. Now they're coming. So these creatures are actually from the start. They are kind of normal undead that are very devout Velka followers, and they're so fanatic in their love for Velka that they've kind of started transforming themselves into crows, but they only get like halfway. Whoa! That was close. Oh, I didn't have to do that jump. I could have just walked off. Oh well. Can't remember everything. Okay. We have some albino rats in here. I think this place is the only place that you can see white rats. I don't remember seeing them anywhere else. Over here we can see another corpse with an item that we can cut down. Maybe here if we kill this one, you can see the the toxic mist around them, and that would have made us very toxic if we were standing in it while we kill them. You could hear the sound of rats again. That is where we want to make a jump. There we go. I'm gonna jump for the soul and another item here. The egg vermifuge. We didn't really... Well, yeah, we didn't pick up an egg vermifuge before. Bitter sour chestnut removes parasitic egg from body. The egg bearers have chosen to serve the flame of chaos, and the eggs symbolize this selfless choice. Naturally, these chestnuts are forbidden, but are allowed under special circumstances. So the egg vermifuge is used if you get attacked by one of those egg bearers down in well, close to the fair lady. They have like a grab attack, and if you get grabbed by that, you will eventually start well, having an egg on your head, really. The character starts scratching its head after like 5 minutes or so, and then after it kind of blooms, it starts like taking half of your souls that you get, and when you've given it like 100,000 souls or whatever it is, then you will have end up with one of those eggs as your head, and You can cosplay as an egg bearer, I guess. In here we find the Guardian set, painting Guardian set, robe worn by the alabaster cloth guardians of the paintings of Anorlando, offer substantial protection versus magic. They have guarded the great paintings of Artemis for ages, passing their duty down through the generations. But the reason for doing so passed from all memory long ago. So they are just protecting seeing over the paintings, but no one remembers why. And yeah, with the when you have the Eggbearer Head, you can also do a there's a special attack that you can do with it. Your kick attack will be switched, well, from a kick to being a bite with the head instead, and it's remarkably shit, but one of those things that you can do. I decided not to for this playthrough because I don't really find it very interesting. It sounds way cooler than it is, I would have to say. Let's go up here first. Hey. No. Oh. Or did the other one fall down? I think that might be the other one down there. There was two of them. Red Sign Soapstone. Be summoned to another world as a dark spirit and defeat the summoner to acquire humanity. Certain dark wraiths resist their descent into dark and preserve along the honorable path. Red Sign Soapstone is for them. It's kind of an interesting item to find up here, I feel like. But it's also a bit interesting that that one in particular is an item that the crows kind of congregate around, which would usually kind of indicate that it would have been an one of the Velka items, but in this case it isn't. We have a fog door down there. I'm not 100% sure where I want to go, but if we go over... Okay. Oh, okay. I feel like I know which enemies those are, but I don't think I've ever had them attack me down here? Is it because my armor is heavier than what I usually wear? Could be. But they're just attracted to it from further off. But from here, I think we kind of lost. I think we have to go down here again. We can go around this way, but I think this is locked, isn't it? Oh no, this is just going back in here. Okay, okay. I apologize, but it's been a while since I was here. So that door is locked by some contraption. We're gonna have to find another way there. But we can go in here and fight this Demon Souls reference. Being very similar to the Phalanx boss fight in Demon Souls, except that these kind of don't surround a bigger enemy, I guess, or anything. Well, I mean they kind of surrounding the statue, I guess, but it's not even a creature. They are surrounding what is kind of believed to be the statue, or could be the statue of Velka. Like you still have a crow sitting on top of it, and that's the symbolism again between Velka and the crows. We will see a bit later on as well that the crows do congregate around items that are very specific for Velka. If we go back here, we can open up the shortcut to the very start. Like straight ahead, there is the bonfire where we started out. And if we go here. Just some more soul items, but we should also get an invasion by King Jeremiah. There you can see the chaos pyromancy is at work, leaving the lava behind. Xanthus King Jeremiah, of course, being a throwback to Demon Souls as well with the outfit. The outfit is well, mainly the head is a bit different from Demon Souls, but a very clear reference, really. This is the kind of back way into here, yeah. I usually do this from the other side, but this might be easier. I'm not sure. I know some people choose to do this area from this side, so I'm just gonna go ahead and try it. Bonewheel, the skeletons, of course, being one of the very favorite enemies in the game. But in this area, it's really only difficult if you, well, because there's quite a few of them in here. It's kind of an open enough area to not be an issue at all. Just facing one or two of them, but and now we can turn this contraption. That opens up the door to the boss of the area. I was really not prepared for him breaking the illusory wall there. I didn't remember that there was a wall there. We got the Annex Key. I think we're safe to read. Well, we'll see in a bit. Annex Key there in the bottom. Key to the annex in the painted world of Ariamis. In the wintry painted world, there is a structure resembling an old cathedral. Its annex serves as a type of storehouse. And we're gonna head in there in just a little bit when we're kind of done with this. I think we might be done though. No wait, there's one more thing that we want to do, and that's right up here. Come here, we have a passive, like I think these guys are called engulfed hollow, and he's just passive and doesn't do anything, so we can just throw on our charcoal pine resin and kill him off without having the toxicity. And we get the fire surge. Pyromancy. Pyromancy foreign to the Great Swamp. Create a surge of flame from palm of hand. Not all pyromancy originates in the Great Swamp. One hears rumors of unknown pyromancers inhabiting various lands, and this spell is the work of such outlander. Fire surge. I feel like wasn't Fire Surge one of the ones that um that one unnamed sister used in or Sister of Isolith, I should say, used like right before the Bed of Chaos boss fight. Okay, so I think we're done in here, so we can just climb up here instead of having to go back in the sewers again. This is also where you would have made or done the invasion on Shiva if his storyline was still in the game. There is an item in the unused files of the game that is one of those black eye orbs that we used to invade Lotrek. One of those you could use here and invade Shiva, and that would have been the end of his quest line. Dang it. Thought I could get away with it. Only one more left now. Was the Velkasrapia. A symbolic, powerful thrusting sword used by the partner-serving Velka, goddess of sin. It's no mere symbol, to be sure. The partner is an inhuman swordsman and wields this enchanted blade with special sword technique. Not really a whole lot to go on there. You can see down here that there's a whole bunch of crows around that item there, and I mean we know from before that item is probably probably an ember because of the vessel that it's in. Can we actually beat these guys easily with? Yeah, they don't take shit damage. I thought they would kind of be more resistant to pyromancy because, I mean, they kind of shoot fireballs. Combustion in particular being so useful against enemies with low poise. Now let's see what all of these crows were so fixated with. The Dark Ember. I'm just gonna go up here and be safe from that guy. Yeah. Occult weapons were used to hunt the gods and are effective against their followers and kin. Was the Dark Ember for making occult weapons really useful against the gods. It doesn't really play out all that well in the game, like the occult weapons are kind of a little bit useless in the game for gameplay reasons. say. Got the vow of silence. There we have the Velka set. Did we not get attacked? Did I already kill the ones that are supposed to fly here? Maybe I did. So, something is up there. Okay, well, we are gonna check out the Robe of Velka. Not the cleric robe. It's not called... Is it the black cleric robe? I'm just gonna look for the hat instead, because that's easier. Mask worn by partners serving Velka, the goddess of sin. The partners listen to the confessions of sinners, urging reflection and salvation. Their masks symbolize separation from worldly desires. We got that, and we also got the vow of silence, right? Yeah. Secret rite of the black-haired witch Velka prevents casting of magic within effect area. Velka, the goddess of sin, is a rogue deity, but she is versed in arts both new and old, and is considered to have great range of influence, even as gods are concerned. So you can kind of see why we find so much Velka stuff in here, because like I said before, this painted world is where they kind of hid away stuff that they don't want to have in the real world, just stuff that they want to get rid of, really. One interesting thing here about this undead dragon over there is the fact that when you aggro him, he loses his wings. They just fall off. One of them fall off, I guess. The other one is still on there. really intimidating thing to have run up on you like that. So this guy is usually fairly easily beat by just baiting out the poison spit attack and then just switch the area that you're in, because he can only do the poison in 3 different areas, like the middle or the sides, and whenever he does it in one spot, just move over to the other. And the only times that he wouldn't do the poison is if you're too far away. Oh, if you're too close, I mean. Or maybe he still does it in the middle, actually. Even if you're super close. I'm not sure. But we take care of him fairly easily, and we get some more souls, a dragon scale, and one of my very favorite weapons, shields in the game, the blood shield. I think this one looks so nice. The blood shield spoken of in the Lost Legends, the red of blood is slightly enchanted and boosts various resistances. So it doesn't really have much of a lore implication here, but it looks really cool. And I think this is another one of the shields that are fan made, if I'm not mistaken. Like they won like a contest or something, and their shield ended up in the main game, and I think this one looks freaking amazing. For the character that we have now, we're gonna continue with the Balder shield, and of course here is a dragon butt, and he's alive, and very peculiarly we can make him stand up, but only with a jumping attack. Super weird, but it is what it is. What kind of makes it so weird is that it really looks like you're supposed to have a way to go up there. Like it doesn't look like that is an accident, really. Where the hell is the Veronique Knight? Have I already passed him? Oh well. Well, the shortcut up there, like it really looks like you're supposed to go there, but then they kind of hide it a little bit behind that mechanic. Is just so odd, really odd.
Who art thou? One of us thou art not. If thou hast misstepped into this world, plunge down from the plank and hurry home. If thou seekest I, thine desires shall be requited not.
Fluffy tail. So this is Priscilla, the half-breed. She has been hidden away in this area. Well, because she's a half-breed. She's supposedly either a child or an experiment from Seath, most likely. There are some theories that she is the child of Seath and Guinevere, and yeah, there's all sorts of theories to what could have been the story of Priscilla, but we don't know much. We know that she's a half-breed. We can clearly see the kind of dragon scales on her neck, and her feet. Can't really tell for sure if the fluff is. I mean, she has a tail. Unless the fluff is part of the robe that she's wearing, or if the all of this is just her body. I'm not sure. I mean, it could be just clothes. But she's also very big. Like she's like god big. She's not a giant, not a dragon big either, but she's big like, well, like Gwen. Maybe a bit taller than Gwen even, but so she's saying that the inhabitants of this world are kind, and there's the knight, by the way. There he is. He's still waiting up there. Like, is he not gonna come this way? I want to do a jump on him. Okay. So Priscilla is talking about the inhabitants of this world being kind, and and she really wants me to just move along and jump down from here and get away from here, basically. And the reason why she thinks that the inhabitants here are kind could be either like because she's been cooped up in here for so long and hasn't met anyone over there in like ages, or we don't see what she sees. Could be another possibility. So one of the big reason why Priscilla, well, there's two reasons why Priscilla was hidden away here, and for the for starters, of course, being a half-breed. She's a half-breed weirdo, and also she has the life hunt ability, the life hunt powers, where which is a very very powerful bleed, and so powerful that it scares the gods enough that they wanna hide her away. I'm gonna try to get the tail cut. If I don't, then I won't sweat too much about it. But I'm gonna try my best to do it. We'll see.
I expected as much from thee. Why dost thee hurry toward thine death?
So Priscilla goes invisible, and we can only see where she is based off of the footprints in the snow. Yeah, we're not gonna get the tail cut. Oh, we did. Okay, cool.
But why? What seeketh thee?
Seeketh you, Priscilla? No, wait, it was a soul that I got, not a key item. Soul of Priscilla the Crossbreed, trapped inside the painted world of Ariamis. Use the soul of this crossbreed bastard child, an antithesis to all life, to acquire a huge amount of souls or to create a unique weapon. This is really not nice. I really don't like Priscilla. I went past it, didn't I? Should be... there. Dear Lord. This sword, one of the rare dragon weapons, came from the tail of Priscilla, the dragon crossbreed in the painted world of Ariamis. Possessing the power of life hunt, it dances about when wielded in a fashion reminiscent of the white-robed painting guardians. And the life hunt ability is something that is just way more impactful in the actual lore compared to what it is in actual gameplay, because when you use life hunt yourself, you get the bleed effect yourself as well when you apply it to someone else. So it's really not as good as it sounds, but the lore implication of the ability is much greater than what we can see in gameplay. And here we get the Xanthus set. A mysterious item once worn by Xanthus King Jeremiah, the legendary exile. No one knows where it came from. It may be tattered, but its bright yellow color still stings the eye. I really like this armor, like, except for the helmet, of course, but the rest of it I kind of really like. Like this is an outfit that I would go with. I think it looks pretty damn cool. But adding to it the proper hat, and we get a completely different story. if you decided to not kill Priscilla and just jump down from the plank, then you would have gotten the exact same cutscene as we did there. Like there's no grand difference between the cutscenes there. So now let's move over and start with the DLC, shall we? So if we come back here in the Darkroot Basin where we fought the golden golem that had captured Dusk, we can now find Dusk's set. Antiquated dress. A dress from the ancient fallen land of Ulasil. Its ivory-colored silk features elaborate embroidery and is imbued with ancient magic power. One cannot expect any physical protection from this garment, as it was not meant to be worn in battle. And now we have this weird thing. And we end up in the sanctuary garden. And now we have we have traveled back in time. Now we're in the time where when Ulasil was the Darkroot Garden, basically. Long time ago. You see what kind of like easy mode the some of the bosses becomes if you just have a decent shield. It's really nice to have. Get the Guardian Tail. Sliced tail of the Sanctuary Guardian. This flexible, spiked and highly poisonous tail would make a rather obnoxious weapon. Indeed. The Sanctuary Guardian is... I really like that as a boss. Like the DLC is just... all of the bosses in the DLC are kind of a step above the main game, I would say. Not the entire world, but the bosses themselves, I would say, are definitely a step up.
Well, look at this one. From what faraway age hast thou come? Thy scent is very human indeed, but not intolerable. Ah, Princess Dusk's savior. Thine aura is precisely as she described. I thank thee deeply for rescuing Her Highness. But Princess Dusk is here no longer, snatched away by that horrifying primeval human. And so I must ask, couldst thou once more play the savior?
So she, Dusk has already spoken to her about us saving her, and but Dusk is no longer here because she's snatched away by that prime evil human. And the prime evil human, I mean, we know that the first one to possess the dark soul and the first one to bring humanity into the world at all is Manus.
Thank you. I am Elizabeth, guardian of this sanctuary. Something of a godmother to Princess Dusk. I shall assist thee to my utmost, for I am one with the sorceries of Urasil.
At this point in the game, though, we're not supposed to know. Like we haven't had any mention at all of Manus. Like we can kind of infer that the perverted pygmy is the like this kind of start of the life, really for well, start for the humanity, I guess. But we have no idea who the furtive pygmy is at this point. I mean, we know who have already been through this once or twice, but if you come here for the first time, you wouldn't know.
Thou shalt see further on. An abyss was begat of the ancient beast, and threatens to swallow the whole of Ulasil. Knight Artorius came to stop this, but such a hero has nary a murmur of dark. Without doubt he will be swallowed by the abyss, overcome by its utter blackness. Indeed, the abyss may be unstoppable. Still, I have faith that Princess Dusk may be rescued yet. Thou shalt see further. An abyss was begat of the ancient. Knight Artorius came to stop this, but such a hero has nary a murmur of dark.
Is nary a murmur of dark. Like, it's kind of talking about the Artorias coming here, but being more or less swallowed by the abyss, and that he doesn't have enough dark in him to be able to go through with his mission, and we're gonna meet Artorias and all of our other friends in the next episode. I think the next episode is probably gonna be a little bit longer. Maybe we'll see. I'm gonna try to finish off everything in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.